Hello and welcome back to my channel. So 2 days ago I sat down to do a decluttering my jewellery video and I ended up having a coughing fit and couldn't continue, but I started thinking properly about jewellery from a minimalist perspective, and jewellery is weird. If we take the core concept of minimalism being, don't invest too much of yourself in objects or don't place too much meaning in objects, jewellery is the epitome of that. It's all about investing emotional value in objects and into things which don't actually serve a purpose other than maybe making an outfit, more appropriate for nighttime or more casual, or other than the sort of the style aspect. It doesn't actually have a function, so we can't even excuse it in that matter. It is entirely, other than the style thing, it is entirely emotional. It's all about investing emotionally in tiny little bits of metal, in tiny little precious gems. I am going to do a declutter, although I don't really have that much jewellery. I'm going to do that at the end of the video because I just wanted to talk about jewellery now. There are definitely things that I struggled to get rid of when I was decluttering just because of how much I had been told to invest in jewellery. There are things my mum owns that she'll frequently mention, oh, you'll be receiving this when I die, and I'm like, thank you very much. I don't, as if it's gonna bring me some sort of comfort that, yeah, my mom's dead, but at least I've got a necklace. She says it to me in that kind of way. Yeah, it's really, really strange. So anyway, I've come up with a few different reasons as to why people may be investing too much in jewellery. So the first reason I can think of is that we are told that giving jewellery is a communication of love. So whether that's like an engagement ring or a wedding ring or a nice necklace. And I think the reason behind that is possibly because metal and gems and this kind of thing, they will last. Time isn't going to affect them like you hope time isn't going to affect your emotions. That's my first theory. My second reason is one that's applicable for things that aren't necessarily jewellery, and this is this idea that money spent and feelings felt are in some way aligned. So if you want to really tell someone that you love them or that you like them a lot, then the more money you spend, the more you're conveying that. There's this definite idea, you wouldn't spend £500 on something for someone that you really liked a bit. It's this idea of sacrifice in some way. I'm sacrificing $600 that I could spend on myself to spend it on you. So there's this idea of things that are expensive, as jewellery can be, equating with a certain level of emotion. The third reason that I can think of is, again, because it's something that will last, it's something that we're thought to think of as like an heirloom or something that we can pass on to the next generation, or there'll have been things that are passed down onto us. So because jewellery lasts, there's this idea of it connecting generations in some way. There's also this idea that it is a display of wealth and status, and also as jewellery is often advertised as a gift or something to be given or something to be received rather than something you buy for yourself. Obviously it's totally fine if you buy jewellery for yourself, but it's generally marketed that way. If you have lots of jewellery, it could be some sort of mark that there's somebody out there who wants to buy your jewellery. So by wearing jewellery, you are saying, someone's thought of me, or someone wants me to have this, rather than it just being, I am rich. And lastly, there's this idea of jewellery sort of representing a milestone or being bought purely for the emotional investment. So having a bracelet that means, you were at your friend's wedding, or you were christened, or it's just this kind of idea of milestones within your life represented in the jewellery that you own. But I think everything generally ties into this idea that jewellery is not affected by time. Unless you actually break it, it's not going to break itself, like a computer, like it doesn't age particularly. Generally, things stay in fashion. I think there's this idea of timelessness and jewellery. And so we are kind of taught to intertwine the idea of metals that will last a long time and feelings that will last a long time. It's like the scene in Pocahontas where John Smith has come over and he's telling Pocahontas why they're there and that they're there to dig for gold. And she's like, what's gold? And she says, oh, gold's, it's the hard orangey shiny stuff, and then she goes, oh, we have loads of gold, and then she shows him some corn, and he's like, that's not gold. And so she's thinking, you know, surely the thing you must want is this thing that has an actual purpose, this corn that you can eat and that can sustain you, rather than this shiny metal that doesn't have a role, it doesn't do anything. Its whole purpose, its whole value is stuff that society, that John Smith society has placed on it as a metal. Like, further than that, there's not a whole lot that jewelry does. There's nothing, it doesn't do anything. There's no reason for it to exist. I don't really want to go into too much detail about this, but you know, I've read quite a lot about the actual sourcing of diamonds and precious metals and all this kind of thing, and it's an absolute bloodbath. It's something that we should really be doing a bit more research into before supporting. And obviously not all jewelry is like this. You can get jewelry for different prices, and it can be nice just to have something to spice up an outfit. And I don't mean to be hating on jewelry, I just mean that up until 2 days ago, I think I had thought about jewelry in quite a non-minimalist way, and I hadn't realized exactly where these attitudes had come from. But it's completely from social conditioning. It's just from being told that it's important, and this idea of, you know, wedding rings and engagement rings and all this kind of thing. We associate jewelry and emotion so much, but you know, it's the advertising companies who are doing this. It's not, there's no real significance. It doesn't change anything. Anyway, that's like the ranty minimalist bit over. I'm gonna do a little bit of jewelry decluttering now. Now, I don't really have that much jewelry, just to warn you, because quite a lot of it left in the big declutter. I don't wear jewelry very often because I feel like a Christmas tree. I feel like I'm too decorated. So I will tell you the things that I have kept and why, and we'll get into like a good old-fashioned decluttering video right now. So this is a necklace and bracelet, like a matching set that my mum got me for my 18th birthday, which is really, really lovely of her, but I never ever wear them. I think I'm going to get rid of them. This is the last of the obligation jewelry to go, really. So that'd be kind of a big step in terms of my minimalism journey. So yeah, we're going to declutter those because I just don't ever wear them. Next up is this lovely elephant necklace. I don't know if I can show you properly. Can you see that? You can't. I got this for Christmas a couple of years ago from my friend's sister, and I just really like it. I like how small and dainty it is, and I just think it's really beautiful. This is just from Topshop, this one, but I really like this, so I'm going to keep this. The next necklace is this pearl in a shell. So I was a bridesmaid for my friend in India, and she got me this necklace as a thank you, which really wasn't necessary because I had an amazing time. But I think I'll hang on to this one. I don't really wear this very often though, but I think I'm going to try and make a habit of wearing it in order to justify keeping it. Now this is my favorite necklace. This was so cheap. I just got it like as a rubbishy thing off eBay, especially for autumn. It's just such a beautiful necklace. I think this was genuinely like £2.50. This is really good for making a not particularly exciting outfit a little bit more exciting, which is always good to do. So that's that one, that's definitely staying. So these are the only earrings that I own, and I'm going to hang on to them because they make an ordinary outfit look a little bit more fancy. So I feel like I'm getting more for my money outfit-wise when I own these earrings. And I don't wear them very often because I never really feel like being fancy, but I'm aware that occasionally I do like to be fancy. So they're staying. So I only own 4 rings. And this one I will get rid of because this one is all rusty and horrible. So this is a ring that I wear every single day. I really like it because it reminds me of Wonder Woman. I got this in Bali. And again, I bought this ring because I wanted like a nice reminder of Bali, which is a ridiculous reason to make a purchase, but there we go. That's why I have this. This was my mum's engagement ring. So it kind of has a bit of sentimental value to me. And finally, this is my mum's wedding ring. So these are the 3 rings that I own. This one is turning my finger into sausages a little bit. I don't wear these 2, but I like them, so I'm gonna hang on to them. And I'm very aware that I'm just hanging on to them for sentimental reasons, but I'm gonna let myself. My parents are divorced, so the idea that these were bought sort of out of love, for a love that doesn't exist anymore, I guess, that's, I don't know, that kind of means something to me, so I'm going to hang on to these. So I guess this video was basically just to tell you that I'm thinking about jewellery in a completely different way. Because I definitely feel like the whole of my life, I've been told to invest a lot more emotional value into jewellery than is worthwhile, really. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you so much for your comments and your lovely messages. I especially after the lesson, because I haven't been very well, as you know, with the whole coughing thing. But I got so many lovely messages wishing me well again after the last video, and that was really, really lovely. So thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my Instagram if you so wish, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much. I will see you later. Goodbye.